The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and he helps me. That's awesome. My heart trusts in him and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him. So how many of you ever listen to like praise music when you're in a bad mood? How many of you listen to praise music when you're in a bad mood? I do. I also listen to it to kind of start my day and to, get me together. And I would say to you all, I had a tough night on, was it Friday night? I think it was Friday night. It was Friday night. I had just finished doing one of my daughter's hair. You all know I'm always doing hair over here, right? I'm always doing hair, especially on the weekends. So I was having a tough evening. And I know I was having a tough evening because Andrea decided that I have a terrible sleep schedule. And some of you already know that. I don't have a schedule. I just go to sleep late. And, sometimes I don't get a lot of sleep for that day. Sometimes I've been up for a 24-hour period plenty of times, right? Just 24 hours. And I told myself, this year I want to do better. I want to make sure I get the proper amount of sleep. And when I'm saying proper amount of sleep, I'm meaning more than 3 hours. I usually get about 5. That's my average, about 5. But sometimes I fall short of that. I might get 2, I might get 3, right? And so those days when I do, I notice that my attitude is not the best toward the end of the day. And my husband came in and he was saying something to me one night. This was Friday night or Saturday night. And I said, I was up all day. I had gotten up early that morning. I think after I had a couple hours of sleep. So I know myself. I know when I'm going to be difficult to deal with. So I usually just try not to say much to people when I'm like that, or, just kind of stay contained, or I'll keep it short or whatever I have to do, because I don't want my bad attitude or the way that I'm feeling to affect somebody else's day. Does that make sense? I'm going to do better. I know you're concerned. I do need more sleep than that. I'm going to do better. That's why I fell asleep with my Bible app open last night, because I was so tired. So this is a story, you all. When I know when I'm going to be in a tough mood. So I was like, my husband was saying something. I was just like, you know what? I was just kind of looking at him like, I just had that look on my face. Like, he's like, he knows me. He knows when I'm not doing the best. So I was like, you know what? I don't even want to engage right now. I just want to go. I'm just going to go to my room. So I sent myself to time out. That's what I did. I sent myself to time out. It was only about 10:30 too. So that's how I knew I must have been really tired, because I'll be up until like 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to my room and just, if I fall asleep, I need to fall asleep. If I just go up there and read the Bible, that's what I need to do. If I need to just go up there, I told myself, do not go up there and do work though, because that's what I wanted to do. I was like, don't go up there and do work. Just give yourself some time, because you obviously need it. I felt like if I would have been around people, I would have been a little snappy. You know what I mean? Have you all ever been like that? Like if you're in a tough mood, like I know I can feel it when I'm going to be snappy. So I was just like, my husband probably wanted to talk to me, but I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And I put myself in timeout, because sometimes adults need timeout too. I needed a timeout, and I could tell. So I went to sleep earlier that night. I went to sleep at 10. It wasn't 10:30. It was like 10:30 when I went upstairs. I probably went about 11:45, 12 peach. So that was pretty good for me. I didn't open the laptop and do work. I just said, don't do any work. I needed to do some things with my products, but I was like, give yourself time. And I'm glad I did, because I was able to sleep. When I got up the next morning, I felt better. I saw my husband. I was like, I got to apologize. I was not in the best mood last night. And, I just felt bad taking it out on him. Like, he didn't even do anything to me. I didn't even say anything. It was just one of those things like, you can get that face and people already know what's up. So I'm sure I had that face. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. My husband does not deserve that. Neither does anybody else. So I'm telling you that to say, if you feel like you have been in a tough mood, don't take it out on other people. Just remove yourself from the situation. Go take a nap, because that's probably what you need. Go take a nap. Go eat a snack, because you might be hangry. I was probably a little bit of that too, but I chose sleep over food that day. I've done that before so many different times. So I chose to just go take a nap and deal with whatever the next day. I'm glad I did though. So I said that to say, the next time I was listening to praise music and it lifted my spirits, I was just like, it always works for me. So my heart leaps for joy. And with my song, I praise him. This helps me out throughout the day. So I thought, why not share with you all? It might help you all out too.